What's up, guys? It's Golemmcr here. Just gonna be going over some games I played in the 20 win grand challenge. Actually, I'm gonna be going over all the games I played. So I really hope you guys appreciate this video because yeah, I'm voicing over like every single game, looking at the replays, just to like help you guys win with Golem. So yeah, we're here right now in the first game of the 20 win grand challenge. And yeah, I'm playing the Golem healer deck. This is the most popular Golem deck of the tournament. And I really hope the audio sounds good. Sorry, I'm using my iPad to record the audio for this. Hopefully the quality looks good too. I can't really tell how it looks sometimes until the video comes out. But if you notice here, I actually Golem into his Archer Queen. And that's because I wanted the Golem to tank the Archer Queen damage. I actually messed up my timing. So the Archer Queen hits my tower, but it's not the end of the world because I know that like anything else would actually trade worse. So I kind of just keep pushing this, hoping if I just like all in, that because he has spent 6 elixir, like I could just take back. And it looks like yeah, it ends up like working out. I wouldn't recommend playing like that. Ideally, the Golem would have tanked the Archer Queen and probably been a half health, and we both would have probably just kept our towers. But honestly, like this is probably better for me than that scenario because you kind of want to take a tower early if you can, because this deck like does much better in like an even tower state with both towers down, because you get more value from the king and you can basically just ignore more, which makes your double even that much more violent. So I play my pump here, and I knew he had earthquake because of his deck. But I still played my pump because it still kind of like generates like an extra elixir when it dies, so it helps you kind of get that thrush of elixir right for double. And I didn't feel like playing a unit would also have like got a negative trade. It would just gone into his tower cannon. So we're in double now, and in all these Archer Queen EQ matchups, you pretty much win the game if you just survive to double. Your pushes are indefendable. You just healer. E-drag, NATO, and everything dies. They only have EQ as a big spell, so they just can't do anything. They can only hope that like their piggies and stuff like scares you into like defending where you don't have enough elixir on offense, and they kind of like separate your push. But if you just do the full send ignore, like if he piggies the bridge or whatever, like I'm not gonna respond to anything he does to my towers. Like I'm only attacking. Like he can take my tower, he can piggies. Like I'm only attacking against this matchup. I'm not ever defending when it gets to double. So yeah, like with knowing the theory of the matchup, I just like flood him, and my healer just gets so much value, and there's really nothing he can do but like spam Archer Queens, but it's just not like enough DPS, and yeah, his tower gets taken. And that's game 1 of the 21 grand challenge, guys. I'm currently 1-0, and I'm feeling pretty good. So let's go to game 2. So now we're going against Nomad TV, and this guy's playing a Mega Knight deck. Okay, that's fine. Let's see. We just play a knight in the back. So like we don't really want to do anything in single elixir in this deck. All we're trying to do in single elixir in this deck is survive. Because if we try to force a push in single, we could get easily defended, whereas in double it would easily overwhelm. So like the only really way to lose with this deck in a lot of matchups is by like forcing things too early, and like because in single their Archer Queen can like take out your whole push and their fireball, but in double it can't. So like just like having the knowledge base of like of that really, and like knowing how to play the matchups theoretically. So he's kind of going in here, and so I don't know, I play my Golem. It's basically like a defensive Golem at this point, and it kind of gets just destroyed. So it's like not really that good for me, but like at the end of the day, like a lot of these matchups I know like I can get down a ton in single, and as long as like I'm playing it like good until double, like I'll be fine. And that was probably like a bad single Golem there. I think I just honestly played it to defend the tower. I think my hand was weird. But yeah, so we're just trying to pump. That's all we really care to do. Pumping is our friend. Pumps are like what we want to do in single. We don't really need pumps in double. So we get our Skelly King dragons on the barrel. He's just kind of constantly trying to get his Archer Queen value. That's like pretty much all these bait decks, like just trying to get Archer Queen value in the lane. So I don't know what we play here. Probably a goal. No, we barrel him, and then we healer. Okay, good defense. So we're kind of solo until double and defending our tower, and we have a pump. So now it's like 104. So this is the perfect time to drop a golem. So boom, drop the golem in the back, BBL in the back, and like now is like when the push is like undefendable. Cause look at my hand. I have Evo Drag, I have Evo Knight. Like even with Fireball, like I don't see how he defends this. As soon as he fireballs, I spam my dragon. So then we have another air presence. So he uses his Fireball. So now I play my dragons and pump. It's like 2 cards that would have like been Fireball bait. Our E-Drag is still alive. We get a NATO on that to kill his Archer Queen. Now like his biggest like support card is dead. Now everything else is not gonna trade the greatest. So we just start flooding the lane. His Bomber's kind of going to town, but our E-Drag gets a good chain. We keep flooding because like we just figure like with our pumps generating, he's low. And yeah, our Knight, E-Drag, and Skill Dragon looks like they're about to take up tower. The Archer Queens, and it's just like not enough. He just can't keep up with the pressure. And yeah, that's how this deck works, guys. Like this is textbook of how to play the deck. You just wait till double. You're doing the healer pushes against lightning and lightning block. And if you play it well, your opponent will probably do a bunch of chicken emojis to tell you that you're playing perfect. All right, so now we're going against this guy. So yeah, so once again he's playing Archer's Firecracker. Yeah, I'm not too worried about him, honestly. Like I'm just once again always gonna play my game. And my game is just a very defensive game in single. I'm just not trying to attack at all in single. My attacks don't really start till double unless like very like egregious circumstances make me feel like it's the move, but very rarely if I drop a golem in single. Like I mean even double pumping is typically better than goleming with a pump in single. Like double pumping is like way more forced to win. Like you're kind of like giving them a lot more play back potential when you golem with a single. Golem in single, like your best bet most of the time just double pumping and defending. You'll set yourself up for a much more solitaire double. This Firecracker is being annoying here. We can just tell like by a lot of these matchups that we always win in double, like pretty much like every matchup. So with that in mind, like we're just playing like yeah, we bandits, he's spamming the bridge, waiting for our barrel to get value from there. There's the barrel, and now we're chilling. Drop the pump because yeah, we always want to pump. A lot of times when you pump, they'll like do some last ditch effort spam in the lane, but you know as long as they can't take the tower, you're chilling. They're normally always pretty upset about the pump. So yeah, we're just chilling. We do golem in the back here because we have the pump, and I guess we didn't want to play too much into his Firecracker. I think that was the reason. I didn't want to just keep shooting. So I knew I could take out that with the Skelly Dragons, and then boom, yeah, I used the Skelly Dragons to take out that. And yeah, I knew he had to use the Archers, but I thought that was an overcommit because yeah, he's gonna DPS herself down, but we do get the E-Drag with like a half health Golem, and like this is still pretty lethal. And then we just pretty much just throw a Knight, which is almost like another Golem, and he gets like some really well-timed bats. Okay, we do NATO that. His Firecracker's annoying. So honestly, this was kind of like annoying here because he like takes my tower back. So we just double pump. His Firecracker's definitely being annoying. I think we messed up our NATO, so it's just shooting at everything, like whatever. We just drop another BB on the left. That's honestly a bad play. Probably don't want to golem in the back like that because you just see how even with 2 pumps, he's able to still Mega Knight the bridge and basically like just almost take my tower. I like doing it because I get more time to get used behind it, but like it's very risky. I feel like you have to be like know that they're gonna all on you every time, and like I knew I could defend that even if you all on me on 10. So yeah, we take damage to defend, and like this is what I like to be like. Like I want to get my troops rolling and then still have like elixir to throw because I'm producing elixir faster than him. So like you can kind of like spam the bridge and just kind of like win these bridge battles. So we double golem here. It's probably a terrible play. I don't know why against Dagger Duchess sometimes I just go crazy because like it's almost like you're playing against no towers. So this Firecracker goes nuts, but like it's like kind of a tickle me Elmo. So I figure like I should be able to do like enough damage with like a NATO and like I don't know, that like looked really bad, but like I pretty much just knew I had such a lead that it just didn't matter. So yeah, there we go, win that game. Let's go. Now we're going up against Eczema. Let's see how this goes. Yeah, he's got a cycle deck. So pretty much right at the back, guys, like one of the most important things to do with this deck is you need to identify. So as soon as you see like skeletons or Ice Spirit, like you should like be thinking cycle deck like every matchup. because most people aren't playing like 1 elixir cards besides cycle players. So against the cycle matchups, you're always stalling the game. I get my free king, and I don't care about what he's doing. I just want to stall this till double now because I know he's on it. All these players play EQ, so it's like you don't play your pump if you know they're holding EQ. You only really play it like right when it's about to be double because you like have nothing else to play anyway. And you're gonna leak, and yeah, like so. I'm pretty much just not gonna play my pump because he's holding his EQ, and we're just gonna force him to perpetually hog and firecracker into us, and we're gonna stall out the game this way. We don't want to give him too much counterplay. Oh god, why do we play our pump? That was a bad play. I think sometimes they don't know what to play because they're about to leak, but probably even playing a unit would have been better than that. But oh well. We knew he had EQ. It's not like we were surprised by that. Sometimes we just play it into DQ because we have nothing to play anyway, but it's generally not the greatest. But okay, like we know for sure he has EQ now, and we're still playing the same game. We're basically just trying to stall until double. It's just EQ Goblin Sign spam. So you see like I cycle a barrel in the back. Like I don't care right now. I'm just waiting for the timer to get to 1 minute. Like everything's on him. Like I'm just sitting here, just waiting for him to do stuff. So he's not really doing much. So yeah, he just sends like a hog here and there. Like we do take a lot of damage, but you'll see like how it doesn't matter. Like now I just made it to double. I just dropped the golem. He just played his hog, so I figure he probably wouldn't have time to cycle the hog and stuff on the left. And if he does go all in like that, it pretty much like ensures he won't defend the right. So I E-drag like this, and then I pretty much was thinking right here, I was like, wait, like, if I nade it right out of the bat, he's gonna out-cycle me, and then I'm gonna get my whole push cooked. So I was like, wait, I could probably just, like, eat all these shots, play, like, a bunch of stuff, like, get all my units, then I nado, and now it's all bad. And, like, that's just kind of, like, me, like, being a veteran and, like, doing these matchups a lot and just, like, learning from my mistakes. And yeah, like with the healer, like the firecracker almost like doesn't do much damage. It just kind of like heals the damage it does. Like it looks a lot visually like worse than it is. So you'll see like yeah, look at that shot. It like barely touched my knight, barely touched my E-drag. So yeah, we just take everything out, give him a couple of yawn emojis to show him that like we theoretically know the matchups and we're better than him. And yeah, we get out of there and we go on to the next game. So I think we're like 4-0 right now, and yeah, we're going against this guy, and let's see what he does. So we got the healer. Oh, whoops. So yeah, we're playing the same deck every time, and like you never really want to make the first play with this deck typically. And you do want to pump. I mean, if they don't play anything, maybe you cycle a knight or barbell or just try to get the pump. But you definitely don't want to play anything like into them. So Lucky plays the RG, we play the knight, he's still just stalling. So yeah, we also attend to with barrel. Well, the reason he did all that is we're trying to pump. He E-drags. We can E-drag his lane, which is nice. I think he might ram opposite. I don't know what happens. He rams this way. We E-drag it all, we made it. I feel like that was the best defense we could have done. And then we play the knight. Probably bad place on the knight because it gets changed the tower. But whatever. We cycle and we stop the ram. And we got a pump down. So we know it's going to be difficult because he has Pekka E-drag. This is probably like the matchup you have to master the most because you definitely couldn't win the 21 grand challenge if you just like thought you could just avoid this matchup and like get like infinite recruits. You know, you just have to solve this matchup. And to solve this matchup, I like you basically have to demolish their Pekka E-drag. Like it's like literally like a shootout. Like he's gonna Pekka and E-drag. Like it's obviously gonna E-drag the same lane as Pekka. So I golem into his Pekka. You want to fight on your side. So now he's gonna E-drag and like I don't care about that ram. The ram on the right needs to 100% be ignored. The left is all that matters. So we just E-drag the left, and we knight. And I NATO probably. Yeah. We just had to map it. Boom. Look at that. Look at it map. Now look at my push. Evo Knight, Pekka, all that's still alive. 2 pumps. Now we just flood the lane. Let's get some. Yeah. Now all his troops like at no value. I think we might barrel defend this. Yep. He just couldn't defend. And if we would have defended that ram, he would have gotten us. But because we just ignored that ram, that's why we were able to do all that. And you see how like it still has a 3-count threat with the healer, and yeah, he just folds. So like that was very good awareness of knowing like, hey, he's just trying to get our elixir house with the ram. We don't really care about that side. Just keep pushing on the left. So yeah, I think we're like 5-0 or something right now. I don't know exactly. So now we're playing against Nick. So anytime you see Bats Miner, and it's always like cannon cart mortar, or just cannon cart something. It's pretty much always a cannon cart spam deck, whether it's mortar or not. So yeah, the only problem with these matchups is it's like a lot harder to get your pumps off because it gives them so much counterplay. So sometimes I'd say don't even play your pump at all. Damn, dude, do I really just listen to him emote on me? I guess I didn't emote yet. Whatever. But yeah, so it's like hard here because I want to pump, but I know he's gonna get some like fireball miner. I don't care about the fireball so much. It's really the miner counterplay that annoys me because then I can get some like real good positive trades and take my tower 2 and the pump and like still be even. Whereas the fireball always is like a -1. So I got a good timed healer in the back, Skelly Dragons and all that. He gets a good fireball, but like I don't know, my pump's still up. We do a late barrel. My healer takes a shot. Like that was a really good defense on the mortar. But here he goes in. I honestly just instinctively thought he was gonna mire my pump, but he didn't. So then I was like, oh. And I had the NATO though, so I knew the bats were like meaningless. So we eat a couple shots and a NATO it back. We do the pump on the end because we know his miner's a couple cards out of cycle. We Skelly Drags. Try to force the fireball on these drags. But yeah, I don't know why he's over defending. Like, look at how he defends everything, dude. He has like no elixirs. Like, don't play like this guy. Like, I swear, like you don't need to defend every little thing. Especially when you're down to 2 pumps. Like, you gotta somehow cut your losses. But I guess he figured he wanted this tower, maybe. I don't know. But just watch how I play this. I know he has the fireball. We don't want to leak. Here comes the fireball. We're trying to heal him. All right, he missed our E-Dra. We were gonna heal her we were trying to heal her the fireball because it was gonna have a sliver and we were gonna heal her it. But whatever, he missed. So we know he's gonna cycle into like another fireball as BS. So like rather than play like a bunch more support units that will die, we just double Golem. So like when this inevitably gets like fireballed or something again, you know, it's actually a Golem that still like stands. But he fireballs anyway. But yeah, now we're on like an even tower, and like he has to find like he doesn't have like we get a whole another 2 minutes of playing this game, and we just 3-count it there. He keeps doing these thumbs up, give him like some chicken emotes, tell him he's garbage. It's like annoying when people do that. But yeah, we take him out pretty easily. So now we're gonna go into this new match. It looks like we're playing against Bait. And yeah, against Bait, we're also going to try to camp till double. So he plays barrel, we knight the barrel, and then yeah, you always have to go for kings like when you can, because like you don't really get many opportunities to get kings, and like the earlier the better. So like if you wait till like the second time to get the king activation, you're like already losing the value you would have had if you just activated it the first time around. So like it's hard to justify like not taking the king when you can, like to pump or anything, you know, like because. But that was a really good pump. We generated an elixir because he was so low. So like instead of getting a +1 like a normal rocket, we get a +2. And so like we know we have like the momentum right now. I don't know. If I Golem here, it's probably a misplay. But I'm only tempted because I know I'm up so much elixir. We knight good discipline. Knight E-Dra. Like I feel like Golem would have been a misplay there. And now we cycle 2 evos. Like and like who cares that we're even now? That was a good play. He could probably take a king like this. I think his princess gives a king. We give a little NATO because we didn't really want to give a king right now, and I think we're gonna leak anyway. I like doing that NATO sometimes to deny the king and that popular placement. It's because sometimes I'm leaking anyway, and they're like leaking to do it, and it's like, well, like yeah, I don't really want to give you that because it's really impossible for them to defend with no king. So. We want to stall to double, so we just know every time we play these pumps, not only we're getting a +1 trade, but we're also taking like 6 elixir away from him to deny that. So we're just kind of making him use his elixir, so he can't use it on offense. And like I said, we want to try to like be as healthy as we can into this double elixir. So you see how her king's just putting in work. Like no, that barrel was I speared too. Like that would have taken like the whole tower close, but the king shooting the whole time does nothing. So now we're in double, and now we play our first golem because, like, yeah, why would we rush it in single? Like this would have been an easy take. So you see how we pump with the golem. Now I did that because I won his rocket out, and I knew he was like greedy and probably gonna do it, and he did, and I was like, that was good. So now that he did that, we kind of spam, but like you see, he's cycling back to rocket, which is annoying. I didn't really realize how fast like they can cycle. I should have known, but like I mean, we're still gonna get damage here. Like that's not like he doesn't have infinite elixir, but yeah, he does take everything out. I could have probably played that better. But we don't panic here. Like we still know, like we have our king up, and like it's like impossible to play from the cycle standpoint. Like if we just like don't rush, he can only get a rocket damage, and it's not like we're playing level 15 rocket. Only does like 350. He's nowhere near rocket cycle range. We can just like just slow play him, and like eventually like I don't think he can just keep rocketing golems and like not take, like that's just not a clean defense anytime like with no inferno. So yeah, we kind of just take advantage of like we're just like trying to get chip almost, because we just know he's not defending efficiently, and we are defending efficiently. That was a greedy E-drag there. I honestly wanted to end the game. I thought we could maybe get the chain, and I also thought like the stuff he had to play to deny the chain would like give it value. He ends up like doing a really good defense here. And yeah, I got nervous here because yeah, we mess up taking his tower. He still has a princess, so I was thinking, okay, like whatever. But like this is why I mean, like bait players are just pathetic. Like all they do is the same shit. Like it doesn't matter how much elixir they get up. It's just like the same pathetic pushes. So he does like the barrel, whatever. Like now he's back to like down an elixir. It's like okay, cool. So I know now it's like okay, cool. Like I just keep doing what I'm doing. Like he can't damage me. Like he can, but he can't. Like you'll see. Like he tries to go on opposite, but it doesn't really work when you have a king. That really works only when you don't have your king up. You can't really go all in into two towers against a good player. So yeah, now he just has even less to defend on defense. So maybe he'll hit me with the rock. I don't know. At this point, I'm just like, whatever. These pushes are gonna go out anyway. I think I just ignored that barrel. Oh, I don't ignore the barrel. All right, we do enough damage. He's done. So like knowing the theory of these matchups is really the most important thing. Let's go next game against Joey. So now we're going against Joey Clutch. Alright, cool. He's starting with the wall breakers at the bridge. So we identified this right away as like a cycle deck. Anytime like they play like something like that. Like pretty much all of these decks are like cycle decks in this tournament. It was crazy. Like, I thought I would see more beatdown, but I guess with no chef, like beatdown players just ran for the hills. Like I hardly found any beatdown players this tournament. Like it was Pekka players, but like beatdown like E-Giant and like Golem and Giant or anything like that, or Goblin, even Goblin Giant I felt like was rare unless it was Pekka. We normally don't want to cycle or drag like that. We just gave him a king, but he doesn't take it thankfully. So he plays the Goblin gang. We know it's a cycle matchup. We know we don't want to attack in single and pretty much any matchup. So we go ahead and play our pump. And we see if he gives it to us. I don't know why he doesn't lightning or pump, but we will take that. Do I E-drag this? I hope not. Alright, good. We just nailed it. Hope not. He's just being annoying right now. We have to eat the wall breaker sadly, or whatever. Like, yeah, it's not like we could have played. I feel like we didn't want to play our E-drag because then we'd be in like a double where we're trying to like cycle it again. And I don't think it really would have done that much better than like the Skelly drag. It's like maybe we'll defend for like less damage, but we want to have that E-drag. We play another pump. We kind of feel like he has lightning or something and not playing it. And we really want to get it out of him. There we go. Because now we're set up. Like look how much elixir we're up. We Golem. We're up like 8 elixir. We ignore the left. I don't know if we barrel that. We might barrel it. It's hard to say. We do barrel. But like we can't spend too much on the left because otherwise you just let them like defend with like an inferno for a crazy positive trade. So we know we have to go in now. We E-drag healer. Knight. So here you want to try to like NATO 2 Inferno to get a chain. We try to, but I think it was just like too late or something. Everything's already dead. But we know we still have like the healer and shit. So we lightning, which is like never good. And then we just kind of go in here because we're like, yeah, we have the healer and everything. So like sometimes it doesn't matter if the golem dies as long as like it gets everything far enough. With the healer and 2 golemites, it's like another like crazy push. And so I can't really never defend that much. I always just try to attack. Because your units get way more value attacking with the healer than they do like defending. I'm actually surprised I'm defending at all here. I must have felt confident in myself. But yeah, normally I would probably just like send another golem opposite lane and say like, you can take that left. But we must have known we could defend. So yeah, he only had lightning. He lightnings us and we win. It's another win. I think we're about like 5 or 6-0. I don't know exactly. We just beat Joey Clutch. Let's go into the next game. Now we're playing against Kira. Okay. So this is like a really hard matchup. It's Pekka E-drag freeze. Most people would get rolled by this. Pay very attention to how I play this because I'm telling you guys, I played this textbook. Unless this is a guy that rolls me, but I should win. So like you let them make the first play. Like normally smart Pekka players, they know you're playing Golem like I am, like Golemmcr. They'll typically Pekka in single versus waiting till double because they know they kind of want to start the set of trades because they'll trade right. So like what you have to do in this matchup is like basically force them to play like 2 cars in one lane to get your E-drag to get value on defense. Because yeah, you look at your deck, you get rolled. Like the only possible like way you defend is like with E-drag chains on defense. Everything else pretty much gets killed by their E-drag or their Pekka. So I'm pretty much trying to like not play my E-drag in single until he plays his Pekka. Because my E-drag is like the only thing that can like save me from his Pekka pushes in single. Now in double, like we can do other things, but in single, like we were very fragile in this matchup. And yeah, I don't know how we just took his tower, but we did. Like we think he just abuses Dagger Duchess with the healer, and yeah, he's just playing bad, I guess. But we know it's this is Loon Freeze BS, and we know how like this matchup's like skewered in their favor. So like, we still basically like think we're probably gonna like this is gonna be like an uphill battle. Cool, we get the bump down because we can't go into his Pekka E-drag. Like that's like so losing. So we get the pump down, then we get a knight down, and we're pretty much assuming he's gonna E-drag. But yeah, so we E-drag. I like that E-drag placement right there, because it's trying to chain on his E-drag, but not him chaining on mine. And I got super lucky there. I don't know how my E-drag survived. Like it survived in a sliver, the healer saved it, and we're good. So we go ahead and send a golem in front. Just because like it's the Evo E-drag and it's so busted, and yeah, we ended up like forcing out a lot of elixir. His daggers are so low against Dagger Duchess. You really want to abuse like the no daggers. It's almost like they're fighting with no towers. Especially with this type of deck, you kind of just body them. Like they depend on their towers and pulling their tower shooting infinite for defense. So like we just know like he has no daggers and we're just flooding him, and yeah, he just gets beat and give him some yawning emotes for losing that easy matchup. But yeah, he just lost to Pekka freeze. Now we're going against W. Let's see how he does. So we're pretty much used to like every matchup being cycle at this point. So we let him play the first card. Like always, you don't really you're not in a rush with this deck. So he plays the Goblin Gang. So just play a knight. B princes, we E-drag. Now this is kind of a risky E-drag because he does give him a king, and he could like fly us over lane. But we know like because it's cycle that he's not going to be able to like Pekka E-drag us or anything. So like you can kind of be more greedy with cycling your E-drag in these matchups. I'm not saying I'd recommend it, but you can get away with it in a way you couldn't in like a Pekka matchup. So we get the king, and once you get the king in these matchups, it's so hard for them to do anything. Like all their units are just bad. So we have the king, and like from here we're just knowing like we're just playing like forced trades. So we probably pump first. No, we knight. He logs. It's fine. Now we pump. Yeah, we just have to kill his princesses, but we can like ignore his barrels sometimes. It just depends. I'm gonna force the rockets out on our pumps. Probably always gonna do it, I'm guessing. I don't know what he's waiting for. Oh, he barrels. This is a bad play. We barrel his shit. He should have rocketed our pump here. We're gonna get a crazy lead now. Probably Golem and the princess. So guys, I don't know if you noticed, but anytime like they princess like a lane, if you Golem into that lane, like that's a free 3 elixir because they can't defend it. So like you just take a couple shots and like that's why I do it, because not only am I up a pump, but I get that free capture from the princess. And it kind of forced him to go opposite lane, or because he can't do anything in my lane. So then it's like now he loses another 3 going opposite. And now he just messes up that... Dude, I messed up that NATO. I shouldn't have NATO'd. If I just let everything chain, I think the chain... Like, it was literally chain with the drag. It would all chain and whatever. And mess it up. I say whatever. We got a Golem here. Golemite's going. Like, I just want this tower. It's just hard to take towers in some of these matchups. So I just start flooding them. We get another rocket out, which, like... I mean, it looks like we get him Rocket Valley, but, I mean, I'll take that any day. Like, 6 elixir to stop that. And, like, we get a pump on the side. Okay, good. We don't take the tower, which just sucks, because this is a really hard matchup to take the tower against Inferno. Pretty much only can like get an E-Drag chain and try to block with Skelly Drags in the middle and Bar Barrel. We take another Princess capture because it's in the same lane, so we just kind of go into it, knowing it's a free 3 elixir. We get that take. He messes up his placement here, which is good for us because we get the whole Golem to the tower. And especially in a matchup where it's hard to get damage. We take the princess on the left, which is also huge. And we're up so much health. And this tower is only at like 300 HP. I know at this point, like, we should just be able to hold on and win. So I'm just going to keep sending these golems with the E-Drags, because even though he has Inferno, like, it's still, like, kind of my best play. It forces out rockets on defense. We don't want to get, like, we want to stay in the driver's seat in these matchups. Toss some Young emojis and go to the next game. So now we're going against Kazu. I think we're still undefeated at this point. I think we're like 9-0. We haven't lost yet. I know we lose 2 in a row. So this is another tough matchup. This is a Pekka drag rage. But you know when they have the rage, they typically don't have the freeze or the lightning. I mean, almost always they don't. You can definitely count, but that's just typically how it goes. So yeah, knowing like they don't have the freeze is huge for like just knowing you can flood the lane, and like their Pekkas just get railed by your Golem E-Drags and double. So you actually win the battles if with no freeze. So he's not playing anything, and I kind of don't like sometimes going against Pekkas with nothing in single, because I just feel like I don't cycle any of my Evos. Like I don't have time to like do what I need to do. So I hit him like with a little barrel, and I hit him with a knight, because I'm like, look man, like please play your Pekka. Like I'm trying to get onward with this game. So we get his Pekka out, and like I said, like it's very important we E-drag the Pekka lane, because that forces him to go opposite or like play another card with the Pekka, which is probably a misplay because we just get a chain. So we just play another air card knowing that we have not shit to take this out. And then we just like, we know we were going to get chained by the E-drag, but we knew we could like NATO and chain his too. But like somehow, some way, like his E-drag just stays standing. That's how these matchups go sometimes. Like, so yeah, I played like a bad barrel too, like kills Pekka, and then yeah, like he does that. So this is like really good pro play by me, is like just knowing when to give up, you know, not give up the game, but like give up a side. So like we knew like he was up way on that side. He did everything he wanted to, so we just pump opposite. Like that's our way of saying like, look man, like you got that side. We sent the last second Skelly Dragons, I think because we just didn't want like a crazy, like we didn't want him to like that E-drag to like chain too much. That Skelly Dragon might have been a misplay. But yeah, we're alive. We get the Golem down, we get the pump. We go ahead and go on the right because we're a little nervous because our king's kind of like half health. We don't want to lose. He's already BMing us. We don't give a fuck. We're about to shit on this guy. He has no big spell. And so yeah, we don't have emotes on for a reason because we don't care about these people. So we start to roll him right now. Cool emote, bro. I'm glad you're emoting and not worried about the game. So it looks like we lose everything in Goblin's time, but we actually kind of heal things at the same time, so stuff survives on like a sliver. And then yeah, you see how it goes. He gets a good E-drag here, but everything's already dead. we drag his E-drag just because we have so much ground yet, and yeah, I think we even made all this to see a little chain. Why not? And you kind of want to keep the pressure on sometimes because you get so much value from your units that are alive with healer, and they're playing into you. So we double pump him again, just knowing he has no pump counters. And we're definitely going to win this game. It's going to feel good to be in him afterwards. We knight his ram, and probably Golem in the back here. Yeah. We knew that we had like a little bit of time now because his ram's out of cycle, and he can't just ram at the bridge. So that was a really good Golem. It's always good to Golem in the back if you have time, because you just have way more time to get units with it. And so we know we're going to have like another battle here. So it's always the same shit. We fuck up like playing too many units, but it doesn't matter because I guess we hit our healer, and all the shit gets fried anyway. So like making sure you have your healer is important, but also like the instant natives are important. He tries the Pekka. I don't think it's like enough. We just kind of heal her at the bridge. We know we have 2 E-drags right now, so we have like a healer knight and 2 E-drags. So I'm thinking like we just take out everything. And yeah, it looks like we get like a nasty chain. I'm not kidding with some yelling emotes because he's bad. It's just so funny because like I have their emotes muted, but you like see them emote during the game when I have them muted, and they never say anything at the end. I think this is the first game where we just get our shit railed. So we're going against Beansprout, and he starts off with a rage on our tower, which is fine. And then let's see what he does from here. He does a royal ghost in the back. Then we E-drag the ghost. So that was probably a misplay. You totally don't want to E-drag just like a ghost, because now they can like ram opposite or get a free king or do whatever they want. So, but we take our king, we nail his royal ghost. But now you see like we have no E-drag for defense, and I think he actually punishes this. So I think this is our first loss. So this we lost because we didn't save our E-drag for defense. Like our E-drag would have been perfect right now. We played it on like a 3 elixir ghost. So he's just like cycling. It's like yeah, like our king's shooting, but you just see how like our cards like suck like on defense. Like we're kind of just giving him value. Play our knight late. Everything's still like shooting. Like holy cow! Like it's just crazy how long those 2 cards stay alive. Shoot, I don't even understand how the E-drag never died. So now we know we have like a Pekka drag coming. We have to lose this game, right? I think we do like some Golem into this, and I think we somehow lose this battle. I don't know how actually, but we do. I think. I don't exactly remember how this game goes. Pretty sure this is the first guy to realize this, and we go to like 12-1. I think we're 12-0 right now. So we hit him with the E-drag. I think yeah, he plays a really good E-drag. NATO, yeah. And all our stuff's dead. So that's what I mean about the single elixir golems. If we did that in double, we probably have so much elixir, we get another healer, NATO with that, and we probably roll him, and we just take the tower. Because we're like so behind, like we feel compelled to like get like action back in single, and we don't want to lose that tower. So like, yeah, now he just rails that push. He has the Pekka, and now our tower's down. Like the whole game's lost. So like you see how like these Pekka like E-drag matchups, like you either play perfect and you kind of like keep them in their lane, like maybe you're 1 tower down but you have your up elixir and you have your E-drag push and you're about to rail their Pekka E-drag, but it can definitely get out of hand quickly if you just like play a couple of the defensive cards wrong, or you just don't like leave your E-drag in cycle for his pushes. So at this point, like, yeah, I'm trying random BS, but it's over. Like, I don't have any elixir. His Pekka's getting crazy value. So yeah, we lost this game, unfortunately. But you know, this is how typically it always goes against Golem. Like, you have to play so perfect for these matchups to be winnable. And you see how like you kind of get like a little bit down. Like these Pekka drag matchups will just slaughter you. And yeah, that's what happened. So that's my first loss. And yeah. Excuse me. So we're in our second game. I think we're like 12-1 or something here. We're in 16. So he goes and starts with a miner on our princess tower, which is we block with the knight. We like I said, we typically are like against all these matchups. We're just trying to survive until double elixir. And so yeah, with that in mind, Like, we know that he's, when any matchup with Miner is, like, always going to be, like, Miner, Cannon Cart, Miner, Mortar. So we know that Cannon Cart's here. We know, like, it's going to be an annoying game where, like, you got to think of Cannon Cart kind of like Archer Queen. It's just, like, a card that, like, tries to roll down the lane and get, like, a bunch of value from anything you put. So, like, you pretty much have to, like almost golem into it and, like, just take it out completely. Or just, like, not, like, play, like, cards to get value. Like, you'll get what I'm saying. But, okay, so we just golem in the back here and single, which is probably a mistake. I think I know why we did this, because he fireballed our pump and we knew we were going to be up a little bit. But we give him, like, a ton of counterplay. We skelly drags this. And yeah, what do we do now? I feel like it's probably not the greatest. We knight. We drag. I don't really get it. Alright, we NATO. Okay, I guess we were scared. Okay, I think I know what's going on here. So, like, we figured, like, he's gonna fireball us and, like, kill our push, but we still, like, wanted to do damage because we just wanted to make sure we could take in double, and we knew, like, we could probably do damage with the pump. But, like, rather than use our E-Drag with that push, we just kind of cycle our knight and let us do this thing, so that way we do the damage and we don't, like, lose, like, everything. But we fuck up the healer here. The cannon cart starts shooting on the bridge. We fucking, like, pump the same lane. And it's like, goddamn. So you're just fireballs that. Fucking force the cannon cart. Okay, it doesn't make the tower, thank God. So, like, this is what I mean. Like, now, because we saved our Evo drag, you can use it with this golem. So we play this golem. Now we Evo drag. We know a fireball's coming, but it should survive with a sliver. So, like, we're pretty much just playing our solitaire hand right now. We get our golem, we get our this. Probably, yeah, we play our healer. We wanted to wait till the fireball, we couldn't, we were leaking. We try to, like, take this out, so yeah, we play this, that. We knew he'd use ability right when he saw the dragon, so we play the barrel, take it out. We get the NATO on this. We mess up the chain somehow. So I get nervous here, because, yeah, like, nothing's really taking the tower. Finally, the tower goes. And now we just know we won. We just go over pocket, because he feels like he's pretty much down. And, like, we just want to take out the tower now. Then we get our E-drag chains. And we can just play some skellies at the bridge and still get value. So yeah, now he's gonna be in because he can't accept he lost. Have him some yawning emotes and get on to the next game. Now we're playing this guy. Oh, let's see. So yeah, once again, I'm just gonna try to keep stalling till double elixir against this guy. I don't know what he's playing yet, but everyone's just playing some Cannon Cart or Goblinstein, BS or Recruit or Pekka. Like, I know every match at this point. It's like, I don't think I played one goal in the whole tournament. And in this run, maybe. I don't think I haven't. I'm going through every game with you guys. So we E-drag the bandit. I don't know why exactly we did that. Sometimes we're being kind of greedy with these drags. I guess because I maybe didn't have, like, better plays, but I feel like a computer could punish that, but maybe not, like, humans. So he goes opposite hard, which is scary. So, like, all we can really do is, like, our skellies to his side. Really, I don't know if we were thinking. Yeah, I think we were, like, so used to, like, the Goblinstein same lane. We played our skelly dragon, like, how it, like, defends against the Goblinstein same lane, but we kind of forgot about, like, the diagonal bishop, like, type lightning bolt, and we just got shredded right there. So, like, now we're down, and we have a pump, and, like, I can just tell he's, like, super mad about this pump, so I was like, ugh. So I do burn the E-drag here because of, like, him just all-inning, but I don't, like, want to burn the E-drag, but, like, that's not bad, because he just paid so much elixir. We do give him a king here if he takes it. He doesn't. So, yeah, that's good. But we knew we were up a lot, so we do just send the golem here because we do know he just, like, flooded all that elixir. So we're figuring even with no Evo E-drag here with the golem and pump, like, we kind of have to stay in the game because we're down 2, and we just want to, like, get back in the game. So we play our skelly drags. What do we play now? Our healer? Yeah, I don't know what really to play here, but we do know that, like, we can actually maybe get the golden tower with the healer. I don't know why we did. I think we actually nailed that partially to try to, like, stop that lightning bolt, but it ends up only saving, like, one little skelly king. And so, like, now we go him again. We just gave his cannon card so much value. I'm gonna assume we lose this game. I know we lose 2 games, and we have like a second game below it lose, but we don't. Like, I'm surprised. I don't know how we win this. We try defensively on the left, which is good. We cycle it. Now we do like our death push. This can't be enough, can it? I don't know. I feel like we lost this one. Probably made this or something. Did we take it here? Dude, I hope so. Oh, I think we do. Let's go. Yeah, dude, sometimes you'd be surprised like what you could overwhelm. So yeah, we do a little death push, we overwhelm. He kind of goes all on opposite. We heal her late. We don't want to get 3, but we know we're freaking him, so we just win. So there we go, we won. Probably an undeserving game, but we get it done nonetheless. We barely pushed through at the end, but sometimes barely is all you need. So now we're going to be against Phantom. So a lot of people are playing this minor mortar cannon card deck. It was very popular. Probably because just how broken cannon card is. I don't even understand how like it's just really cannon card and goblin sign, like how broken they are. Starts off with the mortar. We pretty much like over defend, I think, honestly, because we like knight skelly dragons. Like you could maybe do a cycle deck, but like not this deck. It's just too heavy. So then it's like we're kind of behind. That was kind of a risky pump in the center, but we know he's playing a minor. We get a block, then he's on a fireball anyway. So it's like, I don't know. Like, it's kind of worth, but kind of not. So yeah, you see how like it's so annoying in these matchups. So I don't know what he plays here. Alright, we Golem. I don't know why we Golem. I think sometimes we need to watch these single elixir Golem. He just goes all on opposite. We come with a late barrel. Just because we don't want to get really 3 crowned. And like somehow that cleaned up like everything. I don't really even get it, but we'll take it. But we're still, he might be able to like kite this and just stop this push. It's like the annoying part. And I think he does. And then all it takes is 1 mortar, 1 goblin slam, right? There's kind of a bad skill you can see. We will have that more to the left. The right tower taking out that 1 skill is bad. I feel like that was a little greedy because we're pretty much just, it's all on the Golem now. Like, there's no support units. There's pretty much like a Golem chip damage push. The Golem does do a lot by itself. He ends up cleaning it up. We get him like below 1k HP. So I think we're like almost even on damage now. But maybe, I don't know, it's hard to think if like that was really worth it. We hit a Golem in the back here because we know it's about to be double and we want to take this tower. We ignore the right because like it's already dead anyway. We have to support this Golem. Barrel this. So I don't want my units to get in front of the Golem. That's like another thing. Then we hit him with a healer. I hope I don't get 3 crowned. And then we hit him with the drag. Knight. So don't tell me we forgot about his bats. Dude, somehow our push is dead. I think this guy actually just had godlike defense. The new bats. We could just not do good this day. There's no way we have time for another one. We have to lose this game. Yeah, so like I think we just like gave too much fireball value right there and like didn't play her all in right. Well, we lose that game. We should definitely win it. That makes me mad. Damn it. So that's our second loss. I think we're like 12-2 at this point. But you know, we're gonna keep it pushing. You know, we're still confident. We're not gonna lose. We gotta win. It's gotta be us. Who else can it be? If this is like the run, we're definitely not gonna give up now. I think we're like 14-2 or something, or 15-2 at this point. We honestly didn't get like the greatest matchups either because there was like a ton of recruits and I feel like we played like more of the Pekkas and way more of the cannon cart mortars. I mean, I feel like the Piggies matchups were kind of free because I know how to play them. But I know like a lot of people that would lose with Golem and Piggies just because they overplay in single and don't realize like you're just camping till a double elixir healer E-drag game state with EQ where they have no big spell. Like some people get really caught up in like I have to defend like every time. And they kind of get caught up in that like cycle mindset, even though they play bigger decks. So he starts off with a goblin sign in the back, which is fine. We knight. Now we play the skelly dragons on his Goblin Slam. We might have played that too high, because like yeah, all the support troops get to shoot it down from his side, and like now I'm like nervous because like yeah, like he still has a lot on the map. Cycle E-Drag in the back, but our time gets like fucked up. Like this fucking doctor is just like sitting there. It doesn't cross the bridge now. We Barbell that. Barbell is like the most goated card ever. I think I might have to forever play with Barbell at this tournament. Like the amount of like positive trades I was able to get with Barbell and just ignore shit was absurd. So he's like flooding. We would have loved to get a king there, but he kind of catches the bad time. We cycle our pump. I don't know why. If he just thinks like if I'm not gonna play anything, like I'm not gonna let you take my pump tower, bro. Like it's not gonna be that fast. So like what arrow is it? Like when we see that, we're like, all right, what the fuck? Like he's already kind of like spewing elixir at the bridge. You just air up their pump. We know it's time for big BBL golem time because that's like the only way we can punish like his type of play. So honestly, he should have split his goblin sign because we can just NATO it and kill it too easy. And he needs like the lightning bolt, so he messed that up. So we drag healer. We wait for like more. We hit it with the NATO because it's like a lot. We hit now with the healer. I think we flood here just thinking like I don't know. I just like don't believe like I can't push through. His fucking dark goblin though. Oh my god, his dark goblin. We somehow pushed through it though. Like holy fuck, that was annoying. And it's getting in the Evo, which is also fun. So we get one tower, and like you don't stop with one, you just keep going because it gets it back. And you see how he just stops playing. He gives up. You get overwhelmed. Give him a couple yawning emotes and he's going to the next. I love this deck, man. Alright, on to the next game. Now we're playing against Sald. Okay. Let's see. So, like, yeah, against all these matches, you never want to be impatient. Like, you never, like, I feel like want to just play, like, the knight. Like, just because you're about to leak and it's, like, 250. Like, yeah, you do want to cycle your pump, but you could wait for, like, 2 minutes or something, you know? Like, wait till, like, see they're for sure gonna wait till, like, the whole minute of double, you know? Because most of these guys, they're just waiting, like, 10 seconds and they're gonna spam the bridge. And so, yeah, this guy is, like, I was super weirded out in this game because, like, I'm at, like, 16 wins right now, and I'm playing against the most mid-ladder shit ever. I'm playing against E-Wiz, Giant Skeleton, all shit. And, like, so when I play against mid-ladder shit, I always just think, like, their decks are typically, like, gonna do really well in single, like, they might have some clone BS, but, like, I just need to get some pumps down and get to, like, my gun, like, get to my, like, push and double. Like, my E-Drag will melt everything. And, yeah. So, we have our pump down. And we don't know his spells really. He plays like such a late lightning. We somehow get the golem off and like don't leak. Like we get the +1 off the pump without it like overflowing. So we're actually just like so much elixir. You see we're almost even, and we have a whole golem on the map. And so at this point like we know like what he's on, what time he's on. So we get our E-Drag. We want to cycle. We hit him with the NATO. We're hoping that this all gets taken out. It does. We get the Skelly King to lock onto our Golem. So now we have a Golem with no dagger just beating away at that. And we're feeling pretty good. Like, even though our support unit's about to die, you know, we just got, like, almost all the damage we wanted. And, yeah, the E-Drag is still shooting. I don't know, does he arrows it? It's too late. He just watches it die. You know, I guess I watch it too, because I'm just leaked a bunch of elixir. Okay, cool. We hit the pump. We know he has lightning, but we feel good. We're up a tower. Go ahead, go into his thing. Probably really risky here. He's on foot opposite. We know he has lightning, but we still give him the fucking lightning. We get one shot though at least, which is huge because of like how crazy it is. We were able to knight on his firecracker, and I think we just NATO it after he blocks. Yep. We know we're up a tower here, so he kind of has to play into us. But knowing he has no daggers, I think we still kind of flood him. That was like a very aggressive flood. I don't know why we did all that, honestly. I was feeling shiesty with no daggers. I feel like we're giving him a lot of counterplay. Yeah, I guess it just didn't matter because I knew all we do was such a good time. Yeah, we throw a pump, it's over. If he had more time, he would have taken, but they were just playing the clock. Cool, we win that game. Give him a couple yawning emotes. So that's my signature. Someone go ban me with that. It's just like my signature at this point. Like, just mute me or else you're gonna get yawned on. So now we're playing Tommy 2.0. Let's see how Tommy 2.0 does. So it looks like Tommy's playing some bait. I mean, I know he's playing bait. We're watching a replay. But you see skeletons and log, like, your mind should automatically tell you it's like it's earthquake, it's bait, it's, you know, you should always think small decks when you see that. I'm almost tempted to not play anything on this delivery. I probably shouldn't have. I don't think it would only done like one shot, because then you see like what type of interact we just get to heal it, and now we get the archway and sailing, so it's like, okay, whatever. So this is like annoying. I just E-dragged the back. I probably shouldn't eye the back. I don't know. I'm like, it's like I'm trying to walk in a hard place, and yeah, now I'm gonna get like his Archer Queen like just floating in the world. It's like, all right, cool. So I know piggies are coming. He's like leaking. He's like doesn't really know what he's doing either. And we try to take this out and get a king. We fuck up our king here. Now I just want you watching him, because guys, we're like 16-2. We fuck up our king. He sends the fire emoji. Like, we don't, like, just know, like, I didn't give up. Like, you don't just give up. Like, it happens. Like, we still know the theory of the matchup. We're still against Earthquake. It doesn't matter how many wins you're at. It doesn't matter if you misplay. You still know the theory of the matchup. We still know we're against EQ Archer Queen. Like, we pump here. Could we just fucking look at our hand? Like, everything gets played into the Archer Queen. It's all gonna negative trade. So we take the negative on the pump instead, versus, like, the negative on the queen. We're trying to, like, I don't even know what we're trying to do here. I normally Golem and Arch Queens, but I think because we're, like, so down, like, I'm just nervous to do that, because already being this far down. He's gonna get this crazy positive trades. But finally, singles over. So he's done abusing us, guys. We dropped the Golem. Singles over. We ignore that. Like, watch how everything changes when it gets to double. Everything is ignored. Like, it's that Clash Royale meme, one patch, one eye. Everything's ignored. Archer, now we got that. Like, all he can do is just spam. Healer, boom. Skelly Drags, boom. Knight, boom. We always insta-kill that. He can play as, like, Skellies. We have the Evo Drag. Look at everything's up. He doesn't know when to play anything. Bro doesn't know when to play anything. Now his Skellies all get chained. Now we play another drag. A little more Skellies. Like, it's over for Tommy. And you see how he was emoting trying to BM us? Like, wait, we don't have to emote him. Like, we had our emotes muted. If we had our emotes on, we probably would have already gotten so tilted and pissed we'd have, like, misplayed. But that's why I love muting emotes. Like, you can always turn emotes on at the end and BM him. Like, we're gonna give him a bunch of yawning emotes after this game, because fuck this guy. I can't, it's so funny, because he was, like, trying to BM us for that missed tornado, but he's about to get shat on, just because he, like, doesn't understand the matchup. Or maybe he does, but, like, there's nothing he can do about it. But yeah, we just get to double and we win because our deck defries him in double, and we just don't play his games. I don't know if we go with this. Nah, we shouldn't. We probably just want to go in the back or something. So yeah, like, he defends here, but, like, we're about to get a triple elixir on his ass. So I don't know how he wins. So at this point, we're slow playing the fuck out of this guy. We might even hit a Golem in front. No, Golem in the back. Interesting Golem in the back. But we're about to get bailed out by triple elixir. So, like, he's not there. Like, you can't win with an EQ and triple elixir, bro. Like, the game doesn't work like that. Like, his fucking Archer Queen, he's getting, like, the craziest, like, floating on the bridge placements, but whatever. We start flooding the lane again. There goes our drag. There goes everything. I think we hit him with double BBL Golem at this point. No, we hit him with a nail first. Good. Now we hit him with double BBLs. Now we hit him with the healer. There's nothing he can do. Hit him with some Skelly Drags. Knight. You drag the bridge maybe. Ooh, look at this beauty. Barrel. Just look at that cycle player down. Hit him with some yawns. Yawn on him. Yawn. Look at his emotes. Nowhere to be found. His emotes are nowhere to be found. It's like a little confused Skelly. Whatever, bro. You are confused. Now we're against Lord Jefferson. Let's see if Lord Jefferson can do anything to stop us. He hits us with, dude. It's just funny watching these back and seeing all these people with these beam emotes, and like they were just muted the whole time. Muting emotes is such like a good feature to like lock in. So we hit him with a barrel. He goes in. We skelly drags. Not the greatest placement. 5 fireballs. That's 0. We take a Kingsley. So actually, it's not bad. We kind of like we do that because like we don't have mini plays in single, and so that's just better. So he zaps our pump. I don't know if we really want to go him with like a half health pump. We just hit him with a barrel. He may or may not defend. Oh, he doesn't. Then we pump again. He plays his hound in the back. So we just want to like golem into his hound. Kind of risky, but I kind of like having a tank to stop there, like to target onto there, so their support cards don't just fry my support cards. So we like get the tank, we go for the drag. Like, it's kind of hard to think of what to do from here because we know he has like fireballs. I mean, at the end of the day, if we just stop his like hound, like it's kind of a win. But we have pumps, but like we don't really like this. We have to like heal her too, kind of, because our drag was like kind of about to get shit on. Actually, we might have not needed that healer. Somehow shit's like still alive. We just pump again. Like we're just waiting for double really to do our shit. It's kind of like you don't want to like ever like go in when you don't have like a crazy elixir lead to beat. That's like pretty much the point. I think we just hit him with a golem right here to try to like lock everything in place. We know we have a drag that can just melt this, and we lock it for the drag. We drag. We're like, okay. We know fireball's coming. We play skelly drags anyway. He messes up his placement. He wanted to hit the E-drag too. He doesn't. We kind of spam. We should have nadoed earlier, but whatever. We need him now. He's like, by the time he's back to his fireball, it's like too late. We just trying to play like skelly dragons like this. We kind of force the fireball outwards, so we can't hit the units on tower and our shit. He has to wait, and his tower's like dead. So we take the tower. Now we can probably go over to the left instead of to take it to the left. But there's not much time left, so maybe we just try to defend. He's giving us some world plates. Maybe he actually feels really cool. He's the first guy to DM us. We just give him a yawning though, because we don't care about him. We yawn on, we win. Cool. Now we're against this guy, Michi Cherez. He's playing with the Dagger Duchess. So this is like a super mid-ladder deck. I don't know, like, it actually caught me off guard, guys. Like, oh, he almost beats me, guys, and I would have crashed out if I lost. I think I'm at 18 or 19 wins right now, and we play against the most mid-ladder menace deck ever. It's like heal, E-barbs, giant E-giant, like, I don't even understand it. I don't understand how he's this high up. I don't get it. So, he fucking, dude, this is like the most bullshit ever, bro. Like, we pump and he just fucking does E-barbs, heal spirit, E-whiz. And it's just like, I don't even know what I'm supposed to be doing here. Like, I think I try to defend the pump. I don't even know if we can. He like rages that. Yeah, and now he has like a rage E-whiz, just take my whole pump. And I'm just like pissed, bro. I'm like, fuck. He took my tower and he took the pump like that. Like, we're basically on like even elixir, and I'm about to just lose to like the ultimate mid-ladder menace because like I just got fried in the most mid-ladder way at like 18 or 17 wins. So like I'm here, like I got a lot to fuck in, and like me locking in down in any matchup is just trying to like regain control and just get a pump down. So like I'm just thinking like I gotta, okay, he got my pump the first time, like we're gonna do the same shit, but he's not gonna get a pump this time, and we're gonna actually win. So like, we know we got our pump down. We know he's probably going to send the E-barb spirit because it worked so well the first time with our pump, so why not do it again? So here he fucking goes, and this is where the fucking placement matters. We play our E-drag in the perfect spot. Play it right there. We pull the barbs into it. Boom. All the barbs are dead now. Now, our E-drag's still alive, and our healer's still alive. It has low health, but it can heal itself. So boom, boom, boom. So now, I probably should have knighted, but for some reason I golemed. Which is bad, but whatever. But he plays like weird. He plays like that. So we get a NATO, and we somehow... Oh, ignore low battery. We actually get a couple chains on his fucking Sparky before, like, it dies. And that's, like, so huge. Because, like, now, like, it's, like, literally the only thing it's hitting is our fucking Golem. And then our support units actually keep going. And then we get, like, a stun with support units. He has, like, no HP. And we just take the whole tower in the Sparky. And I'm like, oh yeah. And like, I know we're a tower down right now, but I'm like, okay. So I'm like, we got 20 seconds. I'm like, I gotta really, like, we gotta go. So like, we go on the bridge. And we know he's gonna barb us, but we know we can E-drag these barbs. And I was thinking like, is it really that bad of a trade? Like, take some health. Now we just start going in. Cause, yeah. And now he hits us the Goblin Giant. We hit him with the NATO. Pull it to our king. Boom. Just win. Hit him with the yawn. I love that. That was such a good win. Oh my gosh. I think that was for win number 18 or something. So now we're against KC. I know which one's the one for 20. So we're trying to identify the matchup. We get a barrel. So we're once again thinking bait. So we always take the king against the barrel. So now we get a free king. And this matchup should be pretty easy. So he goes in with the Ice Spirit Spears. We knight, block the bridge. So now we're just going to slow play into our pumps. Probably barrel the bridge or something, I'm guessing. Yeah, we barrel the bridge. And probably pump off his dart. Because if we pump the same limit's dart, oh fuck. Well, that's not good. He can like put shit in front of it and like maybe take your tower. But it's fine. I mean, it'd be very hard to get punished like that. Anyway, we could probably still defend. So he just is gonna spam opposite lane, I guess, because we pumped and golems. We could just ignore it. We know we have a good setup here because his Mighty Miner is going to keep getting stunned by our non-Evo drag. And so, like, I'm thinking, like, we get a Golem with the pump, we get some cycles. He's, like, literally just immediate use of abilities. I'm like, okay. We hit him with the NATO quick just because, like, that Dark Goblin will DPS our whole shit down. We play, like, a Knight just, like, straight in front. And I think we played, like, a barrel for we played our barrel for his barrel, sorry. His Dark Goblin's really annoying. We get like the craziest Skelly Drag ever. I don't know how that left Skelly Drag did it, but that's like the clutchest shit ever. Because now the 2 Golemites and 1 Skelly Drag just hit that whole tower. Whereas I'm pretty sure before the Dark Goblin would have saved everything if that didn't happen like that. So now that we're in double with a pump, we just go him in the back. And we're kind of nervous here. He hits a bit. We know it. We just kind of want to use our NATO to defend if we have to. Like, ideally, we do play a Knight, which I think is maybe like a little over defense. Yeah, we played it at a bad time. We could have waited. We took way too much damage on that Knight. That was definitely an over defense. We're definitely doing everything we can to like let him get back in this game. We just kind of started playing shit at the bridge. I don't know why we didn't decide to NATO here. I really couldn't tell you. We NATO super late. Like, we're playing bad right now. We should have NATO earlier. But we're still playing the theoretics deck well. So it looks like we still get the value with the healer and the drag. But yeah, definitely some bad micro interactions in there. But we were able to stall the game out long enough. They couldn't do anything in double. So we get another win. And so yeah, guys, now we're about to play for our 20th win, guys. We're finally here, guys. We're against the Walmart Juicy J. We're playing Juicy G. And this is for 20 wins, guys. Like, seriously, like, it's super clutch. Like, I'm super happy. Like I know I'm going to get it. I've played every matchup. Like, no one can take this shit away from me, guys. No one's going to take this 21 away from me. So, he starts off with, like, a mortar. We kind of over the fend. We played the healer Skelly Dragons. We would have probably liked to just play the healer. You see why? Because, like, he just gets to keep putting pressure on us because, like, we're down. And then we over the fend, like, again. We play like another 7 elixir on 1 mortar. And he's, like, that's, like, a cycle card anyway for him. Like, he's just cycling his Evo. And then you see how we go. He gets this fat... The Goblin Sign just creates the wickedest, like, counterplay, like, punishes. Because you just get this fat tank. And it's like, okay, so, like, we play our Knight. And it's like... We need to get like a little time where our tower shoot. We don't have like really plays. We play a healer just to try to like defend. But like he just is railing us with like his like goblin sign tank and support troops, and he definitely out trades us. So yeah, like we pretty much like all did it to ourselves by like overplaying on defense from the start. And so we know he has minor, but we're kind of like hopeful, like he's more interested in taking our tower right now. So we try to sneak this pump in, and we still skelly drag to defend this. Cause we're like, okay, well we'll still like we want to like make this like tower like as annoying to take as possible. So he has like minor on it or something instead of like whatever. But at this point, we're like we really do want that tower down, because like he could just minor or pump right now and take it. But now that we let the skelly dragons take, and I guess he didn't feel like doing it with the skelly dragons, like now we have 2 towers. So like now it's very hard for him to minor or pump. So he tries to like do the typical thing when you Golem, and he just cannon carts opposite gang. Like that was a complete misplay. Like he just pinned 7 elixir to take out my king when I Golemed, and if he would, I think if he would have played that cannon cart on defense, I don't think I could have defended. I don't think I would have broke through. But now it's like so different. So we have our healer, we have our drag. We know he has evil bad, so when he plays those, we like NATO it. We get our units like a little spread out. He messes up his goblin sign ability. He plays it late, and like our units are just like walking in front of it. We even play like a dragon just like in front of it. We know we just want to take his tower. We took his tower, and at this point, like we got to keep the pressure somewhat on. Like we have a healer, we have all this stuff. So we're just trying to like force him to like just keep playing all those cards on defense, because like yeah, we want this game to last longer, because then we get our pump, like we do better as the game goes on. So we know when we send this Golem, like we know all he's gonna do is all in us. So that like the Evo Knight's so clutch. We save our Evo Knight for defense, let it walk, soak up that damage, hits the cannon cart. Now it's gonna hit the monster. Our dragons are just hitting stuff. Like we're watching our tower HP. We're knowing like we're not like flooded yet. We hit a bear. We're only getting hit by the miner right now. We're kind of just like separating his push. It looks weird, but like now we play the healer, and the miner's dead, so now that's getting shot. And like you see how he just like, even though we don't support our Golem, like we know he's not defending. So like our Golem almost just takes the tower by itself. So it's like one of the rare scenarios. Like because it's overtime, we kind of just like let our Golem just be like a rocket or something and just be its own thing. Like we play the Golem E-drag, we know like that's like enough to get crazy value. Everything else defense. So we get him down to 45, and I actually take a second to unmute him, give him a couple yawning emotes, and yeah, we just won the 20-win grand challenge. We give him a couple things to show him we're better than him, and we did it, guys. We won the 20-win grand challenge, and yeah, just go and I'll show off the emote. But this was all the games to do it. I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe. Peace.